Hello, fellow preppers. 'Tis I, the Rumple One. Why we prepare. You know, so many events happen: fires, floods, earthquakes. We all know we need to prepare. And there's a group out there, marketers, vendors, who try to take advantage of that. They play on people's fears. They play on people wanting this shiny new object. They play on people who want to be Rambo. Um, they know how to do this really well. I mean, they know how to separate you from what's in your hip national bank or in your purse. And most of the things that they have you don't need. Um, and the bug out, the get home bags, the bug out bags that they try and sell you, it's ridiculous. You see, you can divide items into groups. Things you need, okay? Then you can have the, nice to have or useful, and then things you don't need. And then to me there's another whole category, the Rambozo category. I've talked about it before. But each person's bag, whether it's a bug in or bug out or get home, doesn't matter what you call it or what the purpose is, it has to be made for you, not me, for you. My bag works for me, your bag has to work for you. Now there's certain bases that need to be covered. The rule of threes. 3 seconds you hesitate, you're dead. 3 minutes without oxygen, you're dead. So you need to have a mask or a bandana. So if it's fire and smoke, you don't have to inhale that stuff. Okay? Real simple. The next, after 3 minutes no air, you're dead. 3 hours, if your core body temperature goes plus or minus 98.6 degrees, plus or minus 5 degrees, you are dead. You're either going to overheat or you're going to be cooled. That's why when people fall off in the Pacific Ocean, it takes about 20 minutes. That 56-degree water sucks all the body heat out of their core and they die. Their internal organs fail. Okay? So you have to do that. Next, 3 days, no water, probably dead. So you need to have a filter in your bag. Or if you want to carry, enough water to drink, but you have to have it. 3 weeks, no food. 3 months, no social contact. They say people want to give up, but we all know, for the millennials, 3 seconds, no social media, no Facebook or something, they're dead, right? Anyway, the point I'm making is that you probably have most of what you need already. You don't need to go out and buy stuff. You see, what they do is they play on the have, do, be. In other words, they think, oh wow, if I have this, then I can do that, and then I can be. No, just be. Forget all that have, do, because you see, the gear only gets you so far. It's what you have up here and what you can do with these that really count. That's what makes the difference. That is the difference that makes the difference. Because you can have all the gear in the world, but if you don't have the experience, you're going to probably be SOL. You're going to probably be a statistic, a victim. You'll probably be dead. Okay? And they'll just try and separate you from your money. You see here, got the Harbor Freight Rambo knife. That's not what they call it, but it looks like Rambo. But why do I have it? I bought it just so I could show it on video, just to make a point. It's got this screw cap here that's on too tight. Can't even get it unscrewed. That's funny. But that's just my point. You see, it's a decent knife, but do you really need this? I mean, let's be real. Look at what happened in Puerto Rico. How many people who got hit by that hurricane, or look at the people in Texas, need one of these? I mean, really. I've also got you know, the standard Marine USMC K-bar. Okay, no, it doesn't have one of those lids or screw-off caps. This is funny. I wonder why that happened. Just think, if I actually needed this, there was something in there I needed, I can't get it off. See, that you call that a fail. But I mean, really, do I really need this though? Did anybody really need this? Might be useful, might be nice to have, but do you really need it? But you see, they're going to play. They know, guys, we love knives. We do. So, you know, they'll make something like this, and, you know, this was cheap. I mean, it was, what is it, 10 bucks normal, and then on sale it's like $7.98. But if you get the 25% off coupon that comes out time to time, you can get it for $7.50. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it works. It's not going to break. I mean, unless maybe you try and pry something, put all your weight on it, you might snap it because it's not full tang. But I mean, really, do you really need these? Oh, and if you think about self-defense, come on. Unless you've got training on, you know, really how to fight, it's forget about it. I mean, let's just be real. Let's just be real, okay? You're not Rambo, I'm not Rambo. Or maybe might be a few guys out there who maybe could be Rambo. But for the most part, we're not, okay? So trying to be Rambo is probably going to get you injured, which will probably you wind up dead from the injury. So just kind of forget about that. Just think, you know, cover the rule of threes. You know, your oxygen, right? Your body temperature, you know, drinking, eating. That's what you need to survive. Because when a disaster hits, you got one goal: stay alive. Okay? That's all there is. Stay alive. But all these packs with, you know, all these different things in there. I mean, in this area, warm and dry. I got a tarp. I got a space blanket. You know, I've got matches. I got big lighters. You know, I don't need some $50, $60, $100 fire striker. And for those guys that use a magnesium, if you've never used magnesium fire starter or flint, go out and try it. See how long it takes you to start a fire. You'll probably be dead before you get the fire started. So if you don't practice with it, there's no point in having it. You've got to practice with your gear. Otherwise, just forget about it. You see, this, like I said, I just got this to make videos out of. I mean, but that's just my opinion. Hey, if you've got one of these in your pack and you need to cut something, hey, there you go. But I mean, really, saw blade, come on. What are you gonna? Yeah, it's just like these guys with all these other, you know, these folding saws and all this stuff. Sure, it might be useful, but in most situations, especially, chances are you live in an urban area. You know, a few of us live, you know, out in the country. But even out here, most of the stuff we don't need. I mean, fishing hooks. Did you see anybody in Puerto Rico or Texas after those, you know, the hurricanes and the floods out there with fishing hooks to survive? No. I mean, that's just not the way it happens. So I would suggest you watch these newsreels, you look and see what people actually are doing, what they're having to contend with, and then act accordingly. Your bag, you only need a few things. You don't need, you know, 59 prepper items in your bug out bag. Because it'd be too heavy, you won't have it with you. As I just said in the previous video, if you don't have it with you, you don't have it. Because if it's in your car or truck, and you can't get to your car or truck, or somebody else got there first, you don't have it. If you're trapped in a building, and your stuff's out in your rig, you don't have it. So, it's just that simple. So, most of what you see in these YouTube videos, these, you know, made-to-order bug-out bags, or these ones that these guys assemble, I mean, they've got all these links, and they're probably, you know, getting a little piece from Amazon when you click on the link to buy that stuff, the gear that they're hawking and talking about. You don't need some fancy pack. I mean, Wish.com has some little, you know, little pack for $5. Okay, $5. I saw the same pack, they were charging $22.95, the exact same pack. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't. But they're going to try and separate you from your money, and I'm just here to tell you not to fall for it. Just don't. But you do need to prepare. I'm not saying not to, but I'm saying be smart about it. Be frugal. All these checklists on these first aid kits, just look at what's in the kit, and then you can buy the items separately and get probably 2-3 times for your money. I've said it before in other videos, but I'm going to repeat it again for those just now tuning in. This stuff is so simple. It makes sense. I mean, you know, disasters come in 2 flavors. The ones that warn you and the ones that don't. You need to be prepared for both. When a disaster hits, you're going to be in one of 2 places, at home or not at home, or not at home. You need to be prepared 24/7, 365. Because if you fail to prepare, you're preparing to fail.